Hello dear student, welcome to our chemistry class. As we are studying the first chapter, chemical reaction and equation, today we are starting with next topic, that is different type of chemical reaction. Chemical reaction involves breaking and making of the bonds between the atoms to produce new substances. These bonding in the atoms we are going to study in third and fourth chapter. Let us see the different type of chemical reaction. Combination reaction, decomposition reaction, displacement reaction, double displacement reaction, oxidation reduction reaction, precipitation reaction, exothermic and endothermic reaction. When we will be discussing combination reaction, I will be explaining you exothermic reaction, while with the decomposition reaction, we will study endothermic reaction. So let us begin with combination reaction. What is a combination reaction? A reaction in which two or more substances, elements or compounds combines together to form a new substance is called a combination reaction. Many conversion reactions are also example of combination reaction. Let us see here. There are three reactants A, B and C. They react together, combines together to form a single product A, B and C. Let us see the different type of combination reaction. H2 plus Cl2 give HCl. Second, magnesium reacting with chlorine to give MgCl2. Iron reacting with sulfur giving FeS. MgO reacting with water to give magnesium hydroxide. In all these reactions of combination, we can see that there are two reactants, it may be more than two also, combining together to form a single product. Let us understand the combination reaction with the help of an activity. Here you can see a beaker. The beaker is containing water and calcium oxide. Now what will happen? Calcium oxide will react with the water to form calcium hydroxide. This is an example of combination reaction. Here, calcium oxide is commonly known as quicklime, while calcium hydroxide is commonly known as slaked lime. The solution of slaked lime is used for whitewashing. It reacts slowly with carbon dioxide in air to form a thin layer of calcium carbonate CaCO3 on the walls, which give shiny appearance to the walls. It is interesting to know that marble also have the same chemical formula, CaCO3. You can see the reaction which take place here. Calcium hydroxide reacting with carbon dioxide in air to form calcium carbonate, CaCO3 and water. In this combination reaction, when calcium hydroxide is formed, we can see that the beaker has become warm. Here we can say that when this reaction takes place, energy is released out in the form of heat. Such type of reactions are also called exothermic reaction. What are exothermic reaction? Reaction in which large amount of heat is evolved is termed as exothermic reaction. So this is an example of exothermic reaction also. Now let us see some more example of exothermic reaction. C plus O2 give carbon dioxide. CH4 plus 2O2 give carbon dioxide and water. The process of respiration is also an example of exothermic reaction, where C6H12O6, that is simple carbohydrate, reacting with oxygen and water to form the product, and along with that large amount of energy is released out. Let us now see the second reaction, that is decomposition reaction. What is decomposition reaction? A reaction in which substance is broken down into two or more simpler substances is known as decomposition reaction. A decomposition reaction is opposite to combination reaction. A decomposition reaction takes place only when some energy in the form of heat, light, or electricity is supplied to the reactant. Various types of decomposition reaction. There are three types of decomposition reaction. Thermal decomposition reaction, which is caused by heating. Electrolytic decomposition or electrolysis reaction, which is caused by electricity. Photo decomposition reaction, which is caused by light. Let us first start with thermal decomposition. Here is an activity where we have taken ferrous sulfate crystals in a test tube and heated it on a burner. What happens in this process? Hydrated ferrous sulfate first breaks down into ferrous sulfate and then it breaks down to give the various product, that is ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. How you will come to know that the reaction has taken place? The green color of the ferrous sulfate will change to white. Let us see this reaction. Hydrated ferrous sulfate means some amount of water molecules are added to the ferrous sulfate. When it is heated, first it forms ferrous sulfate, the water molecules are removed and then it strongly heated to give ferric oxide Fe2O3, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. This is an example of thermal decomposition reaction. Let us see another activity. Here we have taken lead nitrate and it is heated on the burner. After some time we can see that the brown color fumes are evolved. What is the reaction which is taking place here? The reaction which is taking place here is lead nitrate on heating is giving lead oxide and during this process nitrogen oxide gas and oxygen gas is evolved out. The reddish brown fumes is of nitrogen oxide and it is a toxic gas. Here we can see that the lead nitrate broke down into number of product. So this is also an example of thermal decomposition. In this activity we can see that a boiling tube is taken. In that ferrous sulfate crystals are added. We will heat this tube on a Bunsen burner and after some times we will see that the color of the ferrous sulfate, which is green, has been changed to white and during that process some gas is evolved out. Let us see the chemical reaction which has taken place here. Here you will see that ferrous sulfate, which is hydrated, on heating gives ferric oxide and during that process sulfur dioxide and trioxide gas are evolved. How you will come to know that the reaction has taken place? Here when you will heat the ferrous sulfate, which contains some amount of water in it, is green in color. On heating it changes to white color because the water is evolved out and ferrous sulfate is left. When it is heated more, it gives this product, that is Fe2O3 ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. This is an example of thermal decomposition. Let us see another thermal decomposition reaction. Here we are taking a boiling tube and in that we have added lead nitrate. On heating this we will find that brown color fumes are evolved. Now let us see what is the reaction which has taken place. The reaction is when lead nitrate is heated, It forms lead oxide, nitrogen oxide and oxygen. The reddish-brown fume is of nitrogen oxide, which is very toxic gas. Here, you can test that the oxygen gas is evolved by bringing a burning matchstick near it. Let us see the second type of decomposition reaction, that is electrical decomposition. Here, we are taking the example of electrolysis of water. You can see here a plastic mug and having the two holes at its base. A rubber stopper is fitted at its base and you can see the two test tubes are placed having the electrodes which are connected to a 6-volt battery. The mug is filled up with the water and some amount of sulfuric acid is added to maintain the conductivity. Now, when we will switch on the current and leave the apparatus undisturbed for some time, we will notice the formation of the bubbles at both the electrode. These bubbles displace water in the test tube. The volume of the gas collected at both the test tube is not same. The amount of gas produced at cathode is more than the amount of gas produced at anode. The gas which is produced at cathode is hydrogen and the gas which is produced at anode is oxygen. How you will come to know? You can bring a burning matchstick near the mouth of the gas at cathode. It will burn with a pop sound, indicating that it is hydrogen gas, while as you know that oxygen will support burning. The reaction which is taking place here is water on electrolysis, that is on passing the electric current, break up into the two products, that is hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. Let us take the third type of decomposition reaction, that is photodecomposition reaction. Here you can see a china dish in which some amount of silver chloride is placed. It has a shining appearance. Now it is exposed to sunlight. After some time we will notice that the white silvery chloride will turn to grey. What happens here? It has undergone photodecomposition and silver chloride breaks up into silver and chlorine. Let us see which is taking place here. Silver chloride on decomposition breaks up into two products, silver and chlorine. Similarly, silver bromide also on photodecomposition gives silver and bromine. So this is an example of photodecomposition reaction. This reaction is used in black and white photography. All these examples of decomposition reaction has involved the energy in the form of heat, electricity or sunlight. So these type of reactions are also called endothermic reactions. The other type of reactions we are going to discuss in the next video. Please go through all these videos and try to understand these reactions. You can write this reaction in your copy and learn and practice it.